email from Alejandra. She's in a sort of a difficult situation that I think most new nurses can relate to on some level. Here's what she wrote. She said, "Hey Regina, I'm writing you because I need advice. I recently graduated and started a new job on a med-surg floor. I am in a program for new graduates. They told me that I was going to have a lot of support being in the program, and it was going to make it easier for me to transition from a student to a nurse. The nurse that runs this program is a great person, but has been gone because she is from India and had a family emergency. When I started the floor in the beginning, it was really bad. I had 6 patients on my own, and the nurse that was supposed to be training me sits all day at the nurse's station while I'm doing all the work. Even when I ask for help, no one seems to care. I'm totally on my own. I feel really miserable and I cry when I get home. The worst part is that one of the new nurses complained about this, and they just made fun of him and talked about him behind his back for weeks. The nurse that runs the program is coming back from India tomorrow, and I want to talk with her about the situation. But I am afraid that this will make things worse, and I wanted to ask you, how would you address these issues?" This sounds like a really bad situation for a number of reasons. But I want to start by saying when you enter into a new grad program, there's a lot of promises, okay? And I think that sometimes those promises are not always met. And it's not intentionally the hospital's fault, but when they say, "We're going to give you a lot of support," their support and your support might be totally different. Like, their support is, "We're just going to put you with somebody, they're going to watch over you, and hopefully you don't make any mistakes." Your support may be, "Oh, I'm going to have somebody step by step there with me, showing me exactly what I need to do in order to make my life and my job easier." They hardly ever match up, okay? To be a preceptor, you definitely want to have a love for teaching, and you want to have a love for teaching people who don't know as much as you, right? But most preceptors, the first thing they think of is, "Oh, I'm going to get some extra money per hour by being with this person." When you're in that interview for the new grad program, have them explain to you, what does support look like, all right? Because as a new graduate, the support you need is a lot of support. Like, you need extended orientation time if necessary. Yeah, you need the classes that you have to sit in all day, but you also still need instruction before you go and do any new procedure on a patient. Even if it's just starting an IV, you need somebody in there with you every time you start an IV until you get comfortable doing it on your own. And not when they say you should be comfortable, when you think that you're comfortable. The first thing that I want to address is that as a new nurse, never ever be afraid to verbalize your concerns. Be afraid of who you verbalize your concerns to, though, okay? As a new nurse, yes, it is your right to go to the nurse manager or the person over the new graduate program and say, I really want to work hard here, but I am working outside of my comfort zone right now as a new nurse, and I don't want to cause an injury to a patient that will affect this hospital or my license. I'm not comfortable with having 6 patients on my own. I'm not comfortable doing certain treatments that the doctors are ordering for my patients. So, is there any way that I can have an extension to my orientation? Because even though you guys in the past have put new nurses out on their own after 6 weeks, I'm not there yet. And you have a right to say that. All right? Because what that does is, if it's time for you to find another job, you can leave with a clear conscience and say, "I verbalized my concerns and they weren't responded to. I wasn't given any sort of help. So now I'm leaving. I'm leaving and it's all good on my end." But if you continue to hold your concerns inside, what they do is just cause undue anxiety and stress. So you're afraid to go to work every day. You're crying at home, but you have to take responsibility again for your situation. So if you want things to be better, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Okay, you might even have to say to your preceptor, "Can I get some help today with this?" Or, "I see that you probably are really busy with the things that you have to do, but I only have you as a preceptor for so long, and so I really need you to be in here with me on this." Okay? Or you can say, "Hey, would you mind if I worked with such and such nurse for the last 3 weeks of my preceptorship, because I like the way that she does certain things, and I want to get a variety of different experiences. And that's just an easy way for you to get rid of your preceptor because they're not helping you. I wish I would have done that at my first job because I had a horrible preceptor who basically allowed me to do some very dangerous things on my own and then wrote down all of the mistakes that I made and turned them into my nurse manager at the beginning of the day. So I'm telling you guys this out of my own experience and out of somebody who has a love for teaching, especially new nurses. Never feel afraid to verbalize your concerns to your manager. All right, because that's what they are there for, to resolve issues. That's what they're there for, to manage the staff. And if you feel like you're still consistently being put in a place where your license is in danger, you have no choice but to leave. All right, this is your future that they're playing with. This is the hard work. You know, if you get sued, or if you make a mistake, or if you kill somebody, they're not going to pay for your family to live. They are not going to fund you financially for the rest of your life. You only have one thing to fall back on, and that's your nursing license. Take it and go somewhere else. So take this advice, formulate it to your situation, and do what is best for you and your family and your nursing license. Okay? Bye.